Hello, my friends. Today we will be discussing trust. Let's face it, you've been burned. All of us have been burned one time or another. It could be a coworker, it could be your best friend, it could be a bunch of people. But you were burned. Burned as in somebody did something that you were not expecting that hurt you. And now you're left wondering whether you can ever trust again. Well, I've been there. And today I'm going to show you how to trust again so that you can have lasting, long relationships that you can trust. My journey toward a relationship started about 15 years ago when I was in a 7-year-long marriage that ended in divorce. And my biggest betrayal was during that time. So the advice I'm going to give you today stems from that betrayal and what happened and the ways that I've come to trust again. Stay tuned to the end so you can hear how I got over my biggest betrayal and how you can get over yours. The first thing that I'm going to say to you is that people will betray you. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. And it probably already has happened. I don't know how many times it's happened to you, but it's going to happen. There's people out there that lie. This could be your current partner or somebody else, but people in your life are going to let you down one way or another. They may do it on purpose or they may do it on accident, but it's going to happen. And you need to be prepared for that. This could be anywhere from a small betrayal of them telling you that they're going to meet you at some place and then not showing up, or it could be something really big betrayal, such as an affair. My betrayal was a huge one. It happened during my marriage about 15 years ago. I've been married for about 7 years, and my husband came home one day and told me he was having an affair. Not only did he have an affair, but he managed to get the girl pregnant at the same time I was pregnant. And this was something that I wasn't expecting. It wasn't something I knew how to handle. It just happened to me. And maybe something like that has happened to you. And the way that it left me was that I couldn't trust. And I was really afraid that there's a possibility that I would never trust in a relationship again. And I didn't want to be that way because I knew so many people who got into relationships and they couldn't trust their partners. And they looked them up and they found out what they were doing, and they need to know what their partner was doing at all times. And I didn't want to be that person. We are seeing many betrayals happen in the world today. Some of these are being cons. Some of these are scams. There's scams happening all the time on the Facebook. There's dating scams. You face it, you name it, it's been one. Now you may feel betrayed just like I felt betrayed. And if you come prepared for betrayal and just know that they happen, you can actually get over them faster. A great woman, Maya Angelou, once said, "When a person shows you who they are, believe them the first time." This has held with me because so many times in my life, especially in my first relationships, I tried to fix people. And you can't fix people. In fact, most of them don't want to be fixed and don't even try. If you try to fix people, not only are you going to be disappointed, but then the person that you're with might feel broken. Here's a good piece of advice. Share yourself with people who have known to be trustworthy. And you know who they are. They're the people who are always there for you. In that relationship with my husband, Even before we started dating, he had shown me who he was. There were times that he had cheated on me even before we got married, even when we were living together. And people told me about him, and I just ignored them. And then I thought, well, once we're married, that will all change. And that was my fault. I saw the signs and I married him anyway. And I thought things could change, and they didn't. This is my advice. Share yourself with people who you know to be trustworthy. Those are the people that you can tell anything, and they're going to lift you up, and they're going to make you stronger. And those people are the people you trust. So I'm going to tell you something else. A lot of the times when you've been betrayed, you're blaming them. And you feel like it was all in their hands. And the advice I'm going to give is that it's not. It has nothing to do with them. Who you trust in life has everything to do with you. It's trusting that you have the ability to handle any kind of betrayal that can happen in your life. So going back to my own relationship and what happened with my ex-husband, afterward I was left so devastated. And I did not want to be in a relationship where I didn't trust them, because I knew girls that had been that way. I knew girls from school. I knew girls who, no matter what, they had to check up on their boyfriends. They were going through all their stuff. They were following them around, and it was ridiculous. In fact, I did a little bit of that myself with my ex-husband. And I did not want to be that person. So I worked on my trust. And one of the things that I discovered is it's not how much you trust others, but how much you trust yourself. And that's trusting yourself to handle the betrayal or anything that comes your way. In my relationship, I saw that I had gone through hell. Like I had walked through fire. And it hurt so bad. It was almost like somebody in my life had died. But it left me so strong. Strong to know that no matter what was ahead of me, that I could handle that again. I didn't die. I got through it. And knowing that if I ever had to, I could get through that again, gave me the courage to get into relationships with other people and know that no matter what, I could handle it. In life, you get to choose who you trust and what you trust them with. Let's face it, there's people who you know you can't trust with big things. They could be like your best friend who in your wedding, you know you can't trust them to pick up the cake and all the flowers because they're going to be late. So don't even go there. Don't even try to trust them with something that you already know that they're untrustworthy about. This could be an example of your mother. Maybe your mother doesn't support your dreams. Well, if your mom doesn't support your dreams, then don't tell her your dreams. Tell your best friend. Tell your partner. Tell your mastermind group. People who really believe in you. Don't continue to trust people and hope that eventually they won't betray you. Because you can't change them. They're just who they are. If you know that you had a betrayal that there's no way that you're going to be able to get over, here's my advice for you. Let them go. Just let them go. Now, they may never do it again. They may never meant to have done it. If you can't trust them again, then not only are you going to continuously hurt yourself by looking into them and not trusting, and then beating yourself about not trusting them, and then going back to once again looking into everything they do and going through their phones. You know who you are. Then it's time to let them go. they're not the right person that you want to be in a relationship with. And they deserve, and maybe they deserve somebody who can trust them. Somebody who doesn't have the past that you have with them. Now, in my relationship with my ex-husband, he's the one who saw that. He knew that I was never going to get over this. So he made it easy for me, and he just let me go because he knew that he would rather start over in a new relationship than have me beating it over his head over and over and over again. So much of my stories and my experiences and the advice I give come out of my book, The Created Relationship. If you'd like the first chapter of my book, I have a link for it below. If you know someone who is struggling with trust in their relationship, then share the video and be sure and push the like button and subscribe so that you can be notified whenever I upload another video. And if you're struggling with trust, I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you. And contact me if you need any help. I will leave the link below to my website. Bye-bye.